This project is called a pizza oven. I was given this file of 10 years ago, and this is all that they had on a pizza oven. Now, I never heard of a pizza oven, but apparently there's these ovens you can build outside in some sort of landscaping thing and have pizzas out on your deck. All I had was these elevation drawings, which were worked out by another guy who did very nice work, and that plan. And I'm like, well, what is this? I don't know what this is. I don't know anything about this. So I was given all these PDFs and their installation instructions. So I have to read every single one of these and figure out, how is this thing made? Then somebody found me a CAD file. Yay! So I had a CAD file of a section, an elevation, and a plan. Problem is the sections didn't match the plans in CAD. Also, the dimensions in the sections and in the plans didn't match the PDF dimensions. These dimensions right here, off by inches. What gives? So I had to go in and intelligently reconstruct what I thought was the most accurate components. This led me to construct the core. But even after all that reading and having the CAD file, I still had to watch a video on YouTube on how this thing is built because I couldn't understand it. So I had to watch that 30-minute video twice to finally understand how this thing is constructed. After that, I was able to finally construct this core. Then the rest of the house, which looks simple, but there's tricky framing in here. We had to figure out how to support this chimney on the back side. Then we came up with this steel I-beam construction. Then we had to make a special wood frame to support the roof with these ladders sticking out. Then we had to find a special stovepipe system here. This isn't just something at Home Depot. Apparently, there has to be some sort of grease duct system, even though this is outside. So here's 20 pages of information I had to get familiar with. And then some guy at the grease duct company specified this. CAD drawings. At any rate, we finally got this pipe system in here. Then we find out from the manufacturer that this hole really is not an 8-inch hole as shown, but really a 6-inch hole. So the steel pipe, which is 8-inch and needs to be sealed here, doesn't work. So is there a transition piece? Well, that's what we're finding out now. So aside from all the mechanics of this project, there's also the aesthetics. Does it look good? So a lot of time has been spent on sizings and proportions. This here's 20 inches. Is that too fat? Is that too thin? This opening here is steel. It's custom. There's a lintel here, lintel there. Is it proportioned right? Does it look right? Should we go over the top of this with stone and not have any metal there? This overhang, does it stick out too far? Does it look good? All of that fussing about takes time. Now we move on to the sections. How is this stone going to be constructed? This stone house is to have a dried laid look to match the stone walls that are going to be built around it. So it can't have mortar showing on the outside, so it has to have it on the inside. And then in between, we don't want it filled with rubble. We want to actually fill it in with concrete as they're going up so that they can put in some rebar and tie it all in. This whole concept was developed only after we had a stonemason come into the office and spend about an hour and a half with us talking about various ways to do this. Then this detail here, this is the pizza peel. That's the tool that you get your pizza out of the oven with. What's the actual length of it? So I had to go find a pizza peel, find its length, 52 inches from here to here. Does it fit? How are we going to support it? When it slides in, is it going to dig underneath one of these things, get all tangled up? So we have to think about spacing here. Then we thought about wood. How far should the wood go? Do people really want to put their wood back here? Are they going to bump their heads? We decided, well, we have to have a pizza peel here. We'll make the wall stop here. Now here's an interesting development. We always use this man profile in all of our projects. It's just a 2D silhouette. Okay. With this project, the client is a woman. So we needed a woman silhouette. So in order to get that, I used the special Vectorworks human figure tool that generates a 3D human figure. I then converted the side view to lines and I traced it out, got myself a polygon, which I'd like to use. Okay? So, just so that we can verify the height, that this system works with a woman. Problem. The office thinks the woman is too sexy and is worried whether the client will be offended. This was a half-hour discussion, and it's most likely that this silhouette is going to go, at least for this project, and we're going to go back to using the man. So apparently women are trouble even in silhouette form. That's a joke. So how many sheets do we have? Well, we have the plans. We have this. Nothing's dimensioned yet, really, and detailed, but everything works. We're pretty sure. We've got this, and we have this explode sheet, which we have calculated some volumes and some lengths. How long would you estimate that this has taken me so far? Try 43 hours, and I'm not even done yet.